Hi, second grade. Welcome to math class. Today your learning target is I can subtract on a number line with bridging to 10. So we're going to do two equations today. We'll do the first one on a number line that has numbers positioned on it, and we'll do the second one on a blank or an empty number line. These equations that we'll be working on are bridge to 10 equations, and let me explain why. This first one is 422 subtract 8. Well, I can tell just by looking at this problem that I'll need to bridge to 10 because I know I cannot subtract these 8 ones from 2 in the ones place in 422. So I know I'll have to bridge to 10, and we'll talk about that as we're doing it. When I look at the next equation, 164 subtract 9, I see the same thing. I see I cannot subtract 9 ones from 4 ones. So right away, I know I will have to bridge to 10. So let's take a look at this first one. 422 subtract 8. Well, I know the first thing I need to do is, say it with me, position the total. The total is 422. Well, I know 420 is here, 430 is here, 422 is between those two tens. The middle number is, say it with me, 425. So I know 422 must be about here. I'll draw it a little bit lower so I have room. Once I've positioned it, I'm done with it. Now all I have to do is subtract my 8. Well, I'm at 422. I already said I'm going to bridge to the next 10. I'm bridging back to the next 10 because I'm subtracting. That next 10 is 420. How much did I just subtract? That's like saying, what's the distance between 420 and 422? Say what it is. 2. So I'm going to write subtract 2 up here. Now I've subtracted one part of the 8. I have to figure out what the other part is. Do you know what it is? 2 plus what number equals 8? Say it with me, 6. So I'll write 6 here. And I know I need to jump back another 6. So I know 420 subtract 6 is 414. Well, 415 is the middle number. So 414 would be about right here. And now I'll draw the jump and label it subtract 6. And my difference is 414. I can double check my work by making sure I positioned 422. I jumped back a total of 8. 2 plus 6 is 8. My difference is 414. Let's try the next one, and this time we'll do it on an empty number line because you'll be practicing both ways today. All right, I have 164 subtract 9. I'll put 164 on the other end, further away from 0, and I know I need to subtract 9. Well, I'm going to bridge back to the next 10. That 10, those are just numbers that we say when we're counting by tens, right? Multiples of tens, decade numbers. So if I'm at 164 and I want to go back to the next 10, I'm going to jump back to, do you know what it would be? 160. So I'll jump back to 160, and that is a jump back of subtract 4, okay? So now I'll go up to this 9, and I'll say, well, I jumped back one part. How much more should I jump back? Well, 4 plus how much equals 9? You can say it, 5. Easy enough. I've positioned 164. I jumped back 4. I just have 5 more to jump back. Well, 160 subtract 5 equals what? Say it. 155. So I'll position 155. I'll draw my jump. I'll label it subtract 5. My difference is 155. I can double check my work. I positioned 164 I needed to subtract 9. 4 plus 5 is 9, and my difference is 155. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I wish you luck on your assignment that is in Google Classroom. Have a good rest of the day.